Hey guys, welcome to another episode of The Vinyl Den, your channel for record collecting by record collectors. My name is Nick.
I'm Ian.
Today we're going to talk about some Ozzy Osbourne and in particular the new album he's got coming out on September 9th. There's a bunch of links down below. Make sure you go check all those out. We got links for the Vinyl Den Facebook group. There's a link for our merch page. There's also links for the Spotify and Apple Music weekly playlists that we put together, and also for the Patreon page. So make sure you go check all that out. Of course, if you enjoyed the episode, make sure you give us the old thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below. And make sure you hit that notification bell so you're notified every time we release new episodes. So like I said, September 9th is the release date for Patient Number 9. And, I know you've always been a much bigger Ozzy fan than I have been, but over the last couple of years, I've been at least getting more into his later catalog. And I'm really excited for this new album.
Yeah, everything I've heard off of it, I mean, the first two singles, fantastic. I wasn't expecting anything less, though. Ordinary Man was...
I was really impressed with Ordinary Man.
Yeah, hugely popular album and very well done. And it was being put together by Andrew Watts, Post Malone's producer. I actually had some reservations when I heard that was happening, but then when it came out, I was like, that was probably the best choice. Yeah. And he's doing this one as well. All the guest stars that are going to be on it, it really looks like it's going to be a really good album.
Yeah, because you got Tony Iommi does a couple of songs with them. Zach Wilde's on there for a couple other songs
Jeff
also.
Beck.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, it looks like it's going to be a really good album.
And it's funny because Scream was the album that came out before
2010. Yeah.
And but it was that was the album before Ordinary Man, wasn't it? Or was...
Well, it was a 10-year gap, yeah, but Ozzy had done 13 with Black Sabbath in between.
What I'm saying, though, is you have a lot of people were really down on Scream.
Yeah, I'm one of them. I'm not a big fan of
It's
that.
definitely not. It's probably my least favorite Ozzy album. So that's why I think that there was definitely some reservations on what Ordinary Man was going to be, especially since there was this big gap.
Right.
So Ordinary Man came out in 2020, and now you've got Patient Number 9 just 2 years later. Right. So I'm what I've heard off of this album, I'm definitely really excited for it.
Yeah, the title track, which was the first single released, was even more so. I think I like it, just that track. If I put that track up against all the tracks on Ordinary Man, I actually like that track. It's pretty close to like my favorite of that bunch.
I think it's going to be a really continuation sound-wise of what he did on Ordinary Man.
And it even sounds like there might be some changes and differences because Andrew Watts I think he did all the guitar in Ordinary Man himself. So having, riffs written by Tony Iommi and Zach Wilde on this new album
make a big difference.
It's going to make a difference with Andrew Watts' kind of vision for Ozzy. I think it's going to be a really good album.
Yeah.
I'm super excited.
Something I think that's a little different than what Ozzy's done in the past. There were a couple of variants.
I think there's two.
With Ordinary Man.
So, yeah. There was the black standard, and then there was like a silver gray marble.
Which the marbled one was the Best Buy exclusive. That's the one I've got.
So, yeah.
But there's quite a few different variants for this one. I know there's a Walmart exclusive of this. I don't think there's a Target exclusive. Is there a Target exclusive?
There's a Target, a Walmart, a Best Buy. I think those are the main three. And then, of course, there's the, on his site, I don't know if it's still available, a cover exclusive, which actually has two different variants on the actual discs.
Yeah.
I think there's one's a light blue and then one's black.
But it's mainly, there's the alternate cover. Is that
That's what I'm talking about, yeah. The alternate cover has two variants in terms of the discs. Like I said, one's black, one's like a light blue, I think. And then the standard cover is the one that has the three exclusives.
Yeah. So that's something that Ozzy's done a little bit differently. I'll probably end up with the Walmart exclusive. I do like I'm not a huge fan of the alternate cover. I do like both of them. Right. I'll probably stick with the standard cover, and I like the gold version, which is what the Walmart exclusive is.
I like the gold. That's probably the one I'd get. But I like the variant cover a lot more. Kind of harkens back for me to like kind of an 80s hard rock heavy metal album cover.
Which is, Ozzy had those kind of album covers.
Those covers, yeah.
Bark of the Moon and things like that.
Yeah, I mean, The Ultimate Sin from '86 is probably one of the coolest album covers, at least Ozzy's ever done.
Especially, at least of that time period.
Of that time period, right. So it kind of, like I said, it kind of harkens back to that for me. So I'm going to go with that one, but I'm also going to buy the CD. So the CD, I think I'm just going to get from wherever.
I don't think there's any. I think it's just the one standard CD. I don't think they've got any variants.
I don't
of the
think so.
CD.
Well, I think there's a package deal that you can buy on the website as well, where you get
which a lot of bands are doing that.
yeah,
now.
where you can get kind of the vinyl, the CD, and like a poster, and there's a comic book that comes with it too, that was done by Todd McFarlane, who also does the variant cover. So I'm not sure about that. I have to look into that and see what all comes with what, because I'm buying multiple versions of it. I don't want to spend a fortune. And I'm
something that Ian does not do is buy multiple copies.
I think you and I have discussed this. Going forward, anything new that comes out, for me, I'm going to buy the vinyl record and the CD from now on. I'm just going to buy both.
Which that's why I do most of the time.
Right.
At least with like new releases.
Yeah. I've never done it before, but I've decided going forward that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Because I like having that CD copy available for whatever. So.
It's like I said in the beginning, I'm really excited for this album to come out. I think it's an album we talked about at the beginning of the year when we talked about our most anticipated albums.
Yeah, somewhere. I don't think it was right at the beginning of the year because I don't think it was quite announced. I think we definitely knew a new Ozzy album was coming out.
Yes, yeah.
So, but as far as the details go,
so it's coming out September 9th, and maybe I can talk Ian into doing a review video after the album comes out.
Yeah, maybe.
We'll see.
We'll see. I will do my best.
Yeah. So in anticipation for the release of this album, we ran a poll on the Vinyl Den Facebook group about which albums were everyone's favorite as far as the Ozzy solo albums go. And there was, it was definitely close, but I was a little surprised by some of the results. At number one, overwhelming favorite was Blizzard of Oz, which I definitely get. It's probably one of my top 3 Ozzy albums. At number 2, though, you had Diary of a Madman. Number 3 was No More Tears. Number 4 was Ultimate Sin, and then number 5 was Bark at the Moon. So most of those I figured would be in the top 5.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty standard. I disagree. I think Diary of a Madman is a much better album than Blizzard of Oz.
Yeah.
And it has nothing to do. I mean, there's no real quality issue. Obviously, I like it better, but I think everyone involved worked on Blizzard of Oz and then worked on Diary of a Madman.
Yeah.
So they were more cohesive, and there's just, I don't know, something better just in production and writing and everything on Diary of a Madman, in my opinion. I'm a little surprised that Ultimate Sin is above Bark at the Moon.
Yeah.
It would have been my choice to do that.
There's only about a couple of votes, but
yeah, it would have been my choice. I think Ultimate Sin's slightly better, but I think universally, at least Ozzy, I know, does not think very highly of the Ultimate Sin as one of his own albums.
I will say that without a doubt, the albums from the first 11 years of Ozzy's solo career are definitely the favorite albums from everyone. They're definitely in my favorites also. I've definitely grown or gained an appreciation for the later years, Ozzy albums though. So yeah,
and No More Tears was obviously his most commercially successful album too. So having that in the top 3 is not surprising.
Yeah.
I think in different demographics, that poll probably may have even had No More Tears at number 1 over even any of the others.
Yeah.
But that being said, the only Ozzy album I won't defend is Scream. Yeah. Every other album I will defend 100%. I think Down to Earth is fantastic.
There were a couple. Down to Earth got a couple of votes.
It's got a couple of my favorite Ozzy songs of all time on it.
Yeah.
Black Rain, as we've discussed, is hugely underrated.
Yeah.
And I've been saying that for ever since it came out. I've been saying that. I've been singing that one's praises.
Yeah.
So, and then you also have to figure, a lot of times, some people don't really like Ozzy solo stuff. So how do you rank the Sabbath stuff?
Yeah. I think it's going to be really interesting, a year from now to do a similar poll and see where Patient Number 9 falls in that.
I think it'll probably fall in the same area as Ordinary Man, most likely.
Well, that's all we got for you today, guys. Thanks for checking the show out. Make sure you drop us a comment down below. Let us know what you guys think. What are your top or what are your favorite Ozzy albums? And what do you think so far of the first couple of tracks that have been released off of Patient Number 9? Because like I said, I'm pretty excited for it. I think it's gonna be a really good album. Like I said, let us know what you guys think. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure you give us the old thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below. And that's all we got. Until next time.
Talk to y'all later.
Keep on spinning. Peace.